Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat when you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. No one was hurt in a Tuesday afternoon fire in Gladstone. It happened at Best Forest Products just after 4 p.m. The Gladstone Public Safety Department says it responded along with Gladstone volunteers and Escanaba Township volunteers. Officers on scene say they contained the fire within minutes, and it kept from spreading through the main building. And no one was hurt in a home explosion and fire in Marquette Township. The Marquette Township Fire Department says it was called to a 457 County Road 550 just after 6 last night. Explosions had been heard and a double-wide trailer was completely engulfed in flames. The home was off a long driveway just north of Phil's 550 store. The first firefighters to arrive said the trailer was already collapsing. They used 16,000 gallons of water to extinguish the fire. One dog was slightly burned. The home and the shed are a total loss, and the cause of the fire is unknown. Multiple departments were on the scene for about 4 hours last night. And the TV6 Canathon officially kicks off today. During the Canathon, what's collected in your community stays in your community. Since 1982, the TV6 Canathon has worked alongside radio partners and the community to collect more than 4.7 million pounds of food and thousands of dollars, all to help feed a hungry neighbor. Two major pantries that serve the Marquette area explain how big the need is right now.
It's irreplaceable. The fact that we've had this partnership for as long as we've had has been amazing for us. The Canathon that TV6 hosts for us helps us get through all of the winter with canned goods. It's just amazing.
We had a 25% increase in the number of families served. We went from approximately 1,400 families to over 1,800 families. We distributed about 118,000 boxes of food.
And the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry is now accepting Canathon donations in Dickinson County. The food pantry is located on West A Street across from the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. Canned and dry foods are in high demand at the pantry. SVDP Food Pantry President Mary Gallagher says she loves providing food to people in need.
It gives a lot of satisfaction, to see people. Some people have a very hard time asking for help, so if you can help them, even for a couple months with some food, it gives you great pleasure.
The pantry accepts donations from 9 in the morning till noon, Monday through Friday, and you can donate to the TV6 Canathon through our website. And this weekend, the United Way of Marquette County is hosting a food drive to help feed a hungry neighbor. This Friday and Saturday from 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening, United Way will be in the Walmart in Marquette Township. Shoppers can either donate non-perishable food items for the TV6 Canathon or give monetary donations. The executive director of United Way Marquette says this event is a great reminder about the need for food in the area.
This is going to be a great way to just kick off the Canathon and just raise some awareness that there's a lot of households throughout the county that are food insecure, and this food's going to go a long ways to help that.
The United Way of Marquette County is always looking for volunteers, and you can find opportunities at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And with Halloween in the rearview mirror, Christmas tree farms are preparing for another busy season. TV6's Clint McLeod visited a Delta County tree farm and shares what you need to know before picking out a tree this year.
These are some of the trees available for harvest at Teal's Tree Farm in Bark River. Foreman Matthew Willett says the number of available trees are about the same as last year.
We got upwards of a few thousand plus a lot of trees coming in as long as we can keep them growing.
The farm says the cost of the trees this year will be about the same as last year, with an average 6 to 8 foot tree costing anywhere between $58 and $63.
We've got everything from Scotch pine, red pine, white pine, spruce, blue spruce, Fraser fir, a wide variety of nice balsams, Nova Scotia, harbors. We got quite a variety out there.
Before opening for Christmas tree season, Teal's Tree Farm is currently finishing its brush season. The farm will sell this evergreen to cities as far away as St. Louis, Missouri.
They use it for all kinds of decorative greens, decorating the cities. It's quite a phenomenon, the amount of evergreen boughs we take in. We buy from the public, then remanufacture, then wholesale and distribute.
The foreman says it takes about 8 to 12 years to grow a Christmas tree and says the future harvest looks strong.
We've had a couple of dry summers, so we just hope we get some rain, and if we can get the deer to quit nibbling on them in the wintertime, that would help too.
The farm is located right off of US 2 in Bark River and will open for the season the day after Thanksgiving, where you can get one of these. Clint McLeod, TV6 News, Bark River.
Thank you, Clint. And before you get a tree, it's time to get rid of those pumpkins from Halloween. And Partridge Creek Compost wants your Halloween pumpkins. They'll also accept your frozen organic garden matter. They don't mind. Partridge Creek Compost is the sister nonprofit of Partridge Creek Farm. The compost site has recently expanded from half an acre to a little over 2 acres in hopes of collecting compost county-wide. Partridge Creek Compost Business Director says they aren't open for public drop-off quite yet, but they are hoping to in December. For now, you can drop off any decomposing pumpkins in bins out front.
In the week following Halloween, we'll have these bins here available 24/7 for you to bring your pumpkins and your garden scraps and just drop them in there. We do ask that you be very careful not to put any plastic, metal, or glass in these, just organic matter.
The bins are outside Partridge Creek Compost at 200 Washington Street in Ishpeming or behind Dan Perkins Construction. They'll be there until November 10th. And for our final story tonight, happening now, the Stand-Up Comedy Festival is back for its second year. The festival has events through Saturday. Shows are split between Ordok Brewing Company in Marquette and Barrel and Beam in Marquette Township. There will be over nine shows over the 4 days. One of the event organizers says comedy is accessible online, but it can't compete with the live experience.
There's nothing like live in-person comedy. It's just a completely different animal. It's absolutely fantastic. There's nothing like the atmosphere of a well put together comedy show and comedy room.
Shows started tonight at 7 p.m., so if you're watching with us right now, you missed the first show, but there are still more happening over the weekend. You can buy tickets at the door or find out how to do so online at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. You can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you prefer. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's going on in your community. Thank you all for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.